Hello everybody, this is Valhallagamingtv and this is the channel that plays everything so you don't have to. We're back again with Satisfactory and this is going to be episode 120. If you guys are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Okay, so this is limestone output, copper ore output, and iron ore output. We got all those coming in now. Now we got to go back over to the iron smeltery and we probably got to get this built up a little bit more. So let's head over here real quick. Actually, you know what? We're going to take a break on that. We're going to take a break on working on the iron ore and all that kind of stuff. We did the trains. We did all that stuff. We're going to change it up a little bit. I think I'm going to make a new building. So there's been a problem. You see how slow I'm moving right now? It's getting kind of annoying. Like, I've been doing a lot of the editing so we can like pull ourselves out of it and you know, I just appear where I'm supposed to be. But behind the scenes, I'm moving into these locations and it's taking forever. So I'm thinking I'm going to make a building that transports me all over this world. And it's going to be crazy. And we're going to utilize the hyperloops. I'm thinking we're going to be putting it in the center of the city, which is going to be like right here. I'm thinking I'm going to be like build it above this. And again, I have an idea in my head on what I want it to look like, but I'm not exactly sure what it's going to look like. So we're just going to have to, you know, throw it out here and see what it looks like. We're just going to start building, see what we can do. So let's start with making, I kind of want to make it a building that goes straight up from here. And I don't know if I want to put it down here because this is supposed to be a road if I want to do any trucks or anything like that. So I want to keep that empty. So maybe something like this. I'll put this here. Let's do the same thing over here. Each of these corners. Like that. And flip this one. Okay. So what I'm thinking is that I can do like some foundations. Put it right on top. On each of these corners. And then this is where it's going to be. So I can either do it like that or I can do it with these. Actually, it might be better to do it like that. We're going to use the pillars, like the metal ones, and the platforms for them to keep it in line with that. Let's go to architecture. And we're going to use the big pillar supports because it's going to be a pretty big building. And I need to be able to expand it. We'll put it in each one of these corners. Make sure it stays out of the way of the trains. And then we're going to use metal, not a small one. That would have looked funny. Okay, big metal pillar. Let's get rid of that real quick and grab it again. Zoom mode. So how tall do I want to make it? I'm thinking 5 would probably do. I think that'll be tall enough to still be above the trains. Or maybe we'll just go with 6 to keep it like the size of the buildings, like the rooms we have already. We'll just do that. Yeah, let's go with 6. Then it'll be more than enough room. Okay, and now we got to put these on top. I missed this one over here. Go up 6. And just like that. Okay, now we're going to paint it, make them black. So it kind of just fits in. Just disappears. So there we go. We got to start. Now we need to make a foundation on top. So let's go with, well, we can do different things. Let's see what we got. We're not using catwalks. That would be interesting. We can do frame floors, but that's not really a solid floor. A glass floor would be interesting. Okay, we'll just go with the foundation. Let's stick with, we'll go with the 1 meter like we have been. Let's just fill this in. Just like that. Make a nice little square here. And we're going to fill it in. And this building's going to be tall. So it's just going to go straight above. I want to make sure there's enough room underneath. It looks like there is. So the train will come in, and then, so this building's going to be held up like this. Oh, I think I know what I'm going to do. I don't like how it looks like that. I want the building to look a little bit better than this. You see how it's like just a flat panel here? You know, in real life, it might droop or something like that. So I'm gonna give it like an arch. I think that would look cooler. So how are we gonna do with the arch is the question. So maybe I'll do something. Let's get rid of this real quick. Okay, that is gone. So we got our concrete foundations like that. Now we have our ramps. So we can do something like, well, this is interesting because it's going to be a corner. So do we have anything that can make it like a corner? Ramp down corner. What's this look like? I don't know if that's going to work the way I think it will. Well, only thing we can do is try it. So let's do this. And we're going to want an upside down, so an inverted ramp. Like that. And one right over here. Just like that. That looks like it might work. And then we go with a regular ramp on top. And then we do another one just like this. Once it connects properly. There we go. So I think that'll make it look more interesting. And it might be better to not have that lift on the bottom there. So let me redo this, but without the concrete on top. Okay. So I did the bottom ramps in the corners. Now I just got to do a regular 4-meter ramp on top. Do default mode, place them here. Fill in these little spots. And then the idea that I got is that I'm going to just build the platform on top of these. I think that'll make it look better. At least a little bit, you know, more architecture going on here. So now we go with the 1-meter foundations. And we can pull this over this way. Just like that. And just make that square like we did before. All the way around. There we go. Then we just fill it in. Just like that. Now let's see what it looks like. I think that looks a little bit better. Look at that. Looks way more interesting. And what can we do here on the corner? Like, I know there's inverted corners. So let's see. Inverted. This is inverted up 1. It looks like it goes... Okay, so it's just angled. It's not a square. What about the other ones? This one? Ah, there we go. Yeah, we can do something like that. And this makes it look interesting. Some cool little architecture going on here. So the whole point of this building is it's going to be like a Hypertube hub, I guess is a good word for it. So all the Hypertubes are going to go here. And then they're going to transport me from this location out all over the world. And this might not be big enough. I might have to make it a little bit bigger as we go up. But this is just a platform on the bottom for now. And then we'll build from here. So technically I can like keep going in the corners and go up and make it wider, which I think will look pretty cool. Maybe I'll do something like that. I think it does need to be bigger. So let's try to use some ramps. The corners, we're gonna have to go something like this. Let's see how this is gonna look. We don't want it to go in, we want it to go out. This is the hard part. Now, if I went with the ramps again, and went like all the way around like this. Again, I'm not exactly sure what it's going to look like. I just have an idea and I'm just building as I go. This is going to help me know what it's going to look like by just building it, you know? Don't necessarily have to have a full-on fleshed out idea. I don't know where that went. Okay, I was about to say, I was like, I'm going to find that one later. Okay, that goes there and this one goes there. Now that we got that corner and stuff, now we can go out a little bit further. So from here, we can use the upside down ones, just like we did below, and go all the way across. See, now we can go all the way across to the very end. And we do this on all the sides and then just repeat the corner again. Like this corner. I think we have to make it go up, actually. It's going to be an upside down one first. So upside down corner. And we're doing the 4. Let's see. I don't know if this is the right one. I think it's the other one. And this one. No, I did a flat one. I think it was like that. But I'm using ramp, so it's not going to work out that way. Okay, let's go back to the corner. Just like that. And we got to do it for all the sides. I'll do that real quick. Okay, so that's what we got so far. It's looking interesting. Now we just got to go like this. We go with the regular ramps again. Build it right on top of this. And then we're going to go out a little further. That way we can widen the platform while still doing a little architecture. Let's see what we can do with these corners. Looks like I'm going to have to bring some power up here pretty soon. So do I use this corner? I'm not sure if I use that one or not. I don't think I do. Let's see what kind of corners we got. We got this regular corner here. And that one's going to look interesting, but it doesn't fit. What else we got? We got the inverted one. It would kind of work like that. And what about this one? Ah, that looks more like it. That's the one. All right, let's go to this. Let's do it at each one of these corners. And I'm thinking that I'm going to go one more out after this and just kind of repeat the process. And then make the foundation floor. I think this would be big enough. Because I got to think about it vertically too, because that's how I plan to build it. So there's that. Let's see how it looks down here. Got to look at it from different angles. It definitely looks interesting. Not bad. Okay, so we're going to go and grab this. And we're going to go all the way down again. We're just going to match this on all the corners. And then we're going to pull it out one more. So it's going to go out like this. And then I'm going to basically put the whole foundation there. So I don't think I did this one yet. No, I didn't. There we go. And then this one, these go here. There we go. And I'll do this on the corners over here too. All the way around. And look how much power we don't have It's so close to running out. And this is pretty much just going to be hollow here. And then I can probably do something here as well. Let's see. Yeah, that's interesting. And I can probably get rid of this one. And there's probably a block I can put here that would make it fit better. Like that. There it goes. So let's get rid of these. And I'll put those in the corners to make it look nice and smooth. So copy the middle one. Copy those. Get them all placed. There we go. And then the center right here. I'm going to do something with it. I think that's the center. Yeah, that looks like it is. Okay, so we need power in this building. And what better way to bring power to this building? Oh, I was thinking maybe I could put like a little building right here. I don't know if that'll be good though. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure something out with that. So we got this power pole here. That would work. I can just pull that up like right here in the corner. Maybe I can put one of the breaker buildings right here in the corner. That would work out pretty nice, actually. Let's see how it fits. Power building, breaker room. It's not going to fit too well. I just don't want it on the tracks. And it looks like it's going to be like right there. Pull it to the right. Where could I put this building? I'm trying to find a place where I could put it. Like, I guess I could like extend this out a little bit more if I wanted to. And like put the breaker room like right here on the corner. It wouldn't be symmetrical over here. Like I can literally just build that around the corners if I need to make it look a little better. I'm thinking I'm gonna do that. Breaker room. I can just put it right here. And which side was the connection point? That's the other question. Realistically, I can use either side, but let's see. So A is right there and B is this way. So it's going to connect up here this way. So we're going to go straight up. Probably plug it in like right over here. So let's grab the power. We're going to go with the outlets. We're going to place that here. And then we'll put this outlet right here. And then this one, we can put it right in here. And drop it straight down here. Yeah, it's going to be this one. Okay. So now we're going to have to change this up a little bit though. Because we're going to bring the power up here. So I'm thinking, rather than having it on the back, we can just basically grab the power line and put it over here. Remove that. Put this over here. Grab the main power line, plug it in. And then this is going to be the Hypertube hub transport building. Big name. Transport building. Okay. There we go. And let's just make it a little more symmetrical. We'll just pull this over here. And probably not like that. We're going to fill in the sides here. I'll do it with each corner. Flip that around. And this one here. There we go. Okay, so we got it plugged in up here. And then from this point, what I want to do is pull it through the floor. Because you can't really do a double power line through the floor, which would be nice, but it doesn't let you do that. So maybe I'll just do another MK2, but we can't do it unless it's on the ceiling. So we have to have a power pole, it looks like. We'll figure it out. I'm thinking that we can actually just go through it because I'm going to have a floor up here. So let's go with the foundations. We're going to go with these again. And then we're going to go like this. Right to the corner. And go all the way over here. Make it nice and square. There we go. Let's see how that looks. I think that looks fine. Now what we're going to do is fill this in. And I'll leave like a hole in the middle. That way I can handle the power issue. I think it's going to be like right there. Let's fill this part in. Come on. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull the power from the floor down here, which I can probably just remove that. It should just stay there, right? Nope, it removes itself. No, I was one off. Well, good thing I did that, right? Okay, so I didn't even place this in the right spot. This is supposed to be like right here. So let's see if that works the way I thought it would. Grab that, put this here, delete this, and it's still floating. Okay. So, same idea. We'll do that here too. But we'll just plug it right in. And then we'll pull it to the edges here. That way I can pull the power through on the walls in the building above. From any side that I want. Without worrying about it. So now I can just go here, put this back, and we got our wires plugged in underneath, and we got our platform. So now we're going to start building up some walls. So walls, we're going to go up. Let's go with the 6 like we've been doing. Just like this. And then I'm thinking we're going to have like windows and stuff, but I'm not sure yet. So let's go with this. We'll go 6. Put the wall there. Do each corner. And then I'm going to start figuring out what I want to do with the hypertubes and how it's going to look. Because again, all I need to do is make one of them. And if it looks nice and I like how it works, then I can just basically copy them. So once you get in the building, so the problem too is that there's really not an entrance for this place to get into it. That like unless you're flying, which I am flying, which is good, but I might have to think about something else. And then we got these basic walls too that can actually make this look better. So we just go around the edges here, make it look nice, so it doesn't have that weird lip. Okay, so we got all that done. Now we have our first floor. So basically, we can think of it like this. We're gonna stand in the middle. So let's do some painting. What color should I use? Let's use orange for the middle. So that'll be right. Looks like it'll be like right there. But we should probably count it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's an odd number, so that's good. That means there's a center. And if that's the case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. So that's the center there. Put it over on this side. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on, let's do that again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Same thing. 3, 4, 5. Center. And then 3, 4, 5. Center. There's the center right there. So we got that. Do this. Okay. So if we have the center line like that, that means we got room on both sides here. Let's say 2 hypertubes for each side. What color should we paint those? We'll go with the old green. So we'll go green and red. So the idea is that we're gonna have an input and an output. So it'll be like green, green, green. I keep changing it again. I forgot about this. Red, red, red. So green. Like that. Let's see, how is this working? So every other one. Green, green. And then change it to red, red, red. Okay. There we go. Now, the idea is that this is an entrance, this is an exit. Entrance, exit, entrance, exit. That's what those will be. And then this area here in the middle, this is all, we can just make this gray. This is going to be just dead room where we can decorate, or maybe a staircase can be in this area to allow us to traverse the different levels, which is probably what we're going to do, or maybe even a hypertube to allow us to go to different levels in the hypertube area. That is what this building is for, so we should probably do something like that, right? Now, what we're going to do is transport, hypertube support. Maybe we should go back one with each one of these. Actually, that would be problematic, wouldn't it? Okay, maybe not. Go back to gray. We'll leave it like that. We'll see how it works. So again, let's work on one side first. So say I want to go from this building and I want to go into that building over there. Let's go with transport. We're at the hypertubes. We're just going to do supports. And this is pretty big actually, so this might work out. Okay, so we'll do one here, right in the center, another right in the center. Let's just line these up all the way around. And then we're gonna have another one. So we're gonna need a wall. A basic wall. Go all the way down with it. And then, if I remember right, there are holes we can put. Hypertube wall hole, yes. Like this. Oh, that one's off. And another wall, or nope. There we go. And so let's match all these down. I messed that one up too. The hovercraft is cool, but sometimes it messes you up. Now, what I want to do, I want this to be fast. And in order for it to be fast, we need to have a couple entrances, maybe 2 or 3. But before we do that, I think I'm going to make something else on the outside. So again, that's the idea I have in my head. Because these are going to go a long distance. I want them to be able to be quick. And just having one of them isn't going to be super quick. So these are supports, and they're not all entrances. This one's going to be an entrance. And this one. So all the greens will be entrances. So we just grab the supports, put them in the center. Just like that. And the entrances go Make sure I place this right. Hold on. Like this. There we go. And then we just connect the tubes like this. That goes straight into it. This comes back this way. So all these will be connected this way. And then each one of these will go to a different location. And not just one of them, both tubes will. So we have them lined up like this. Now I'm going to put another wall up here because this is where the signs are going to be. So we're going to go with, I think it was under architecture, right? No, it was organization. So what kind of sign should we use? That could work. That's too big. Portrait sign could work. Display sign, too small. This could work. It's a good size. And it covers both of them, doesn't it? Square sign. Doesn't have anything that's like kind of like in the middle there. Okay, maybe we'll just do this. Let's see how this will look. Okay, so we got the billboard. Now the text here, this is going to be copper smeltery. And then the icon, we don't need to have an icon, so maybe backgrounds. Select icon, there we go. Backgrounds. What kind of backgrounds do we got? We got monochrome. Something like that, maybe? Maybe like that. Yeah, that could work. Layout. That's better. Yeah, we'll go something like this. I think that'll be okay. And maybe not that background. Grid. What's this one? That could work. They don't got a whole lot of good ones, do they? We can do the different colors for the background, can't we? Select icon. How do we edit the background colors? I did this at one point. Reverse setting, copy settings. Colors. I'm blind. Don't worry about it. Okay, so this color is for what? Select color. That's for that. Okay. So let's go with white for that color. And then the background, we can go with black. Probably not that, actually. We want to go... Let's go with like orange. And then black. Ooh. Oh, that's terrible. Who's creating these things? I wish I could make like the make it a little bit like wider for the background. All right, maybe we'll just do this. Go to this and background. We're gonna go with that. Perfect. Okay. Copper smeltery. We'll just do that for now. Now, remember that I brought up the power. So now I got this open area here. And it comes out right here. So we can actually just go right through the floor. That might be too high. Bring it up right here. Right at the bottom. Let's see what it looks like. Doesn't look too bad. Let's see if we can make that better. Maybe place it here. And then go up. Then I can just do something like this. That'll probably look better. There it goes. Black and orange. Whoops. Red. Okay. That looks a bit better. Now we need to move the power Let's make one more wall up. If we do it this way, and we don't got to worry about it. It's going to be above the screens. So you're going to get rid of this one. Grab that, bring it here. Place this back. Orange. And bring the power over. So we got one that's going to be right above this. Right above that. We're just going to match it for each one. We got that entrance, and we got this entrance. Now we just plug it in. Just like that. And then from here, now we can actually kind of go on this side and figure out where we're going to pull these pipes down to. So this is going to be the other problem, right? I'm thinking that maybe we can probably make like a platform, like a foundation that just goes in the distance, and we can remove it, just like have the pipes floating or something. I'm not sure yet. And I'm thinking that I'm going to extend this out a little bit too, because remember that I wanted to make it where it actually goes fast out of here. That means that I'd have to do a little bit further. So that means I got to do something like, oh, it's green for me too. That's cool. Oh no, it's green when you go into it. Man, I thought that was going to be cool. Let's go to transport. Let's go to support again. Now here we don't have to worry about it being like too far away or too close, because we can like do it like right here. And I think we can go like 2 away. So like 1, 2, like that. Let's see if this works. Hypertube entrance. Then we get the tube. Just like that. And then we can just plug this in right there. So that should speed it up a little bit. So if I come over on this side, and it's like, okay, I want to go through the hole. Yeah, it goes a little faster. I think that'll be good. And then from here, we can do the supports. So how far can these go is the question. So if I'm going from this one here, I'd like for it to start like right there. There we go. Now that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see if it's like the conveyor belts. Does it go 7? It does. Okay, that works. Now, the other thing I want to do is do the support tube again. And then over here, let's see if the tube will actually go this way. Looks like it kind of does. I might be able to just do it from there. And that should work. There we go. Now they're all lined up. I guess I don't need that one in the middle. Okay. And then this is just going to follow the other one all the way to the end. Going to be side by side. Well, it doesn't want to connect right, so I'm going to do a support. And then plug it in. So basically these ones are going to go all the way over here into this building. And then I got to find a place where it's going to have the entrance and exit and where it'll connect. Each building should have that. And I can just have it like go down along the building's wall and stuff like that, and that'll be fine. So let's pull that over there. And I'll give you an idea of what I'm trying to do. I'm going to run out of power. Actually, we don't need all this. We just need the one length of foundations. I'm trying to do the little amount as possible because I don't want like foundations floating all over the place. I kind of just want the tubes to be floating. Or we'll find a way to make them look like they're floating and make them look good. For now, I just want to get them connected to the building. Okay, so we can go here. Maybe connect it all the way over here to the corner. Pull it to right here. And then the holes in the wall, we can do something like this. So one there and one there. Have it go in, and then we can have it go from there and go through the floor. So one here and one there. Let's pull ourselves down to each level. So I'm thinking that I'll probably put this down to the bottom floor, because that's the idea, right? We wanted to bring it down to each building. And this is one way to do it. Or I can even have like a building on the outside of it. That might be a way to do it too. Maybe I'll do something like that. Yeah, okay, hold on. So it doesn't necessarily go into the building. We can just have it go like on the sidewalk outside where the door is. That might be better. And then if I'm walking around out here too, I can, you know, catch a ride kind of thing. So just go straight down from here until I get down to the floor here where the front door is. And then I can probably do like a blueprint building, kind of like the breaker rooms, but it'll be like a room for, oh yeah, I could do that. Let's do that. Let's go to the blueprints real quick. Okay, we're over here at the blueprints. Let's clear this one out. So clear blueprint designer. There we go. Let's make a new directory real quick. Set directory, edit. Now we want to do a new category. Oh, no, we have a category for it. So remove category. We have hypertubes. Hypertube straights. And then this is going to be a subcategory. Hypertube buildings. Something like that. Apply changes. Okay. Now we have a directory for it. So what I want to do with this is we're going to do some foundations, but we'll probably remove these. Let's see. Because we just want the walls. Can I just do the walls on the floor? Or do they have to connect to the foundations? No, that looks good. Okay. So let's figure out how I'm going to do this. Let's find the center, which is right here. Place it here. Now this room is going to have transports. It's going to have the holes. So one thing to remember too with the blueprints, when you do the hypertubes, the actual tubing itself doesn't connect when you do the blueprint. Unless it's been updated or anything like that. Like if I do the hypertube this, it won't connect when you place it, or it won't do it properly. So I'm going to leave it undone, but just get the idea of how I want it to be. So basically it's going to be like that. Go to, just like this, one up here. And then up on top, we're going to do organization. Let's go with, we can do a portrait sign. Or actually we can fit the big one, can't we? Oh, it's going to be big. Oh, it uses one of those. Yeah, that's expensive. Display sign. Which sign do I want to use for this place? I guess maybe this. And it's upside down. How dare you? Square sign. Is that right side up? I think that's going to be right side up. There it goes. It doesn't give like an indication unless I'm missing it. It makes it kind of difficult to figure out which way is up and not. So these are different actually. This is just like it's just a picture. Okay, here we go. Text. And then this text, we're going to say Hypertube transport building. Just like that. Layout. Let's see what kind of layouts we got. Okay, the one we got will work. And then what we did before was just make it white. Hypertube transport building. Okay. So one of these was going to be an entrance, one's going to be an exit. Now, if we know that the right side was the entrance. Actually, no, it was the left side, wasn't it? That's going to be interesting. So the exit was on this side where it connects. Okay, so I'm not going to do any of that yet. That way I can adjust it based on what I need. See, there's another issue that I could run into if I try to make it where I just copy it. So we want the support, which we can line it up right here. And then right here. So what I wanted to be able to do is that I can connect it and then say that I want to have this speed up. Let's see. How am I gonna? I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that. Okay, so let's get rid of this. We'll probably go like this every other one. Just go along the squares on the floor, not the squares but the pluses, the little grid marks, and let's see if that'll work. Is that too close or is that gonna work? So if I had an entrance here and then I wanted this to connect, that connects. Skip that one, connect it here, connect that there, and then put another Hypertube entrance here. Yeah, okay. See, that could work. So let's place them like that. Let's get rid of this. We'll get rid of these, and I'll place them as needed. So basically, I'll place the building, and then I'll put in the tubes once it's placed. But all the supports and things will be there for what it needs, and I'll just copy it on both sides, so if one side needs to be an entrance, it can be, and if one needs to be an exit, it can be too. There we go. And this is going to take us to the Hypertube transport building, and then we also need some power. So for the power, we can do one there and one there, and connect them. And then we're going to have the front door here. So this front door, we're going to put, where's the door at? There it is. And then we're going to have the wall. And then we'll go with power. We'll go with a double outlet right here. And then plug this in. Let's put both in to make it look interesting. And then let's go with architecture. Maybe we'll do something like that. Put like a glass ceiling. And go back to the walls, basic walls. Let's do like a kind of a flat roof. It'd be interesting enough. And then we'll also do a little bit more architecture thing to make it look nice. So maybe some beams. Put them in the corner. Let's get them all connected. It was just right there. Now it doesn't want to work that way. All right, hold on. Let me get some power over here so I can actually fly around. There we go. Grab the beam. Place it on all the sides here. And then we're going to go with the beam connectors. Get rid of those corners. There we go. Something like that. And then we'll paint the beams red. Turn on the light so we can see it. And this will be the little Hypertube building. You walk in and you have an entrance and an exit, and you decide which one you want to go into. Be kind of cool. Just a little square building. Okay, so I think that's all I need to have for it. It's simple, but it looks pretty nice. Okay, let's make it. So let's go to the blueprint designer. Gotta name it. Hypertube. I'm gonna make that one word. Let's see, what are we gonna call it? Module building? No. This is a hard one. Let's do retrieval building. Retrieval building. I don't know if I spelled that right. Okay. So basically it's a retrieval building because it's going to retrieve you from wherever it took you. So like if you got in a Hypertube, ended up in this building, you'll come back to it so it can retrieve you and take you back to the main Hypertube area to go to different places. Select icon. Hypertubes. Which one do we want to do? I'll just do this one. And the color, we'll leave it with blue, that's fine. Set directory. We have the place for it, add the blueprint. And then, okay. I think that's gonna work. And then save. Now let's get out of that and let's see if we have the blueprint. Let's go to the Hypertube. Look at that. We got it. Okay. Let's go place it. Okay, we're hovering up onto the smeltery building. So we got it right out here. Let's go to our blueprints. Hypertube retrieval building. Press H. So we can put it like right in the center out here. And then here's the door. So that could work. Let's go. Let's look at it from a different angle. Okay, that's where it seems to want to be. Let's go back. I think that's better. One from the door. Just like that. And how far back is this going to go? Oh, I think that might be perfect. Okay, let's place it. And now we're going to have some power from this. And now that I know it's going to be for this building, we're going to have the power source. We don't want that. Actually, no, that's fine. We'll have that go inside. And then we can go from there, grab the power, and plug it in. I want us to be connected to this building because that's where it's being transported to. And then if I want to turn it off and on, I can still do that with this, the power switch, which I still need to aim it, or not aim, but name this one. So let's name this the copper smeltery power. That way we know where this is from. Okay, so let's go back up here and let's get these pipes over here so we can get them connected. And then I'll have a transport that goes from the center of the city to the copper smeltery building. It looks like 7 worked, so let's go and do that again. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right here. And then I have it in the center. And it looks like right next to it. So let's copy that. Grab the Hypertube. Plug it in. And repeat the process. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another one there. 1, 2, 3. And probably just like right here would be fine. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna go down with it. But let's get these pulled in. And we're gonna figure this out as I go. Remember, rough idea in the head, but now I gotta prototype it and see how to make it work. So transport, we're gonna go with the floor holes. Actually, we don't necessarily need that because I'm not gonna have this stuff up here. But we do want it to go down. And I'm thinking we're gonna do it on the wall here. So we got a wall support. Probably right in the center here. Now where's this one aiming at? It's aiming right at the window. Okay, so that might work. So let's see if we can actually connect it like, whoops, a little bit lower. And wall support, put it right there. Let's see if we can connect it. A noodle. Yeah, that'll work. Grab another one. Put it right next to it. Another noodle. Nope, not like that. Connected to the other one. There we go. And these wall supports, we're going to drop it all the way down. And we got to connect it here. So what I'm thinking is that we'll connect it like a little bit higher. So maybe like here, here. See if I can grab it. It looks like it connects. And then we need to pull this over to this building here. So let's do the wall supports again. And we'll go straight up here. And straight up here. So now this can go here on the top. And then this one can do the same thing right here. So now I just need to readjust these. Like one of them should be lower than the other. So get rid of this. Plug it back in. There we go. And we're plugged in. Would you look at that? Now the question is, which one is the entrance and which one's the exit? So this is the entrance on this side. So it's the left one. It goes down, left. It's the first one on the right. So it'll be on the right side. That's where it's going to come out into here. And then this side is going to be the entrance here. So let's see if I can make that work properly. So this will just connect here like normal, both sides. Now this is going to be the side that's just retrieving or receiving you. Whoops. Actually, we can do that. So Hypertube, grab it, plug it in. That's all done. Now this side, we're going to do the entrance. And we're going to do another one. So we got 2 just like the other side. Hypertube. Skip that. And we're going to go to this one. If it wants to plug in. Does not want to plug in. Come on. Or is this backwards? This might be backwards. Hold on. That's right. Hypertube. There it goes. So it must have been backwards. There we go. And now this, we'll plug in here and plug in there. Okay, so it should be ready to test. Hypertube transport building. Let's see what happens. Oh man, does it slow you down on the hill? Oh, that's something to think about. All right, we're going. And we're here. Now it's like I want to go to the copper smeltery. Okay, let's go on through. I'm just flying now. And hey, how's it going? And now we're back. Okay, so let's see what we can do real quick. I want to remove these. Let's see what it looks like. The supports are still going to be floating here. Which I don't think I can remove these. If I do, what happens? Oh, the pipes are still there. Interesting. Does it need a support at all then? So once it's connected, it's good. So it can literally just be tubes that are kind of like floating on their own. I like that. So get rid of that. I gotta be real careful though, because if I mess this up, it's gonna be a big problem. We'll go down to the end. And then, oh, we can just do this. Hit G. Control, control. And I think we want to keep those. Hold on. So get rid of these. Now, I think we can remove this one. Remove that. And this one, I think we can remove this too. Okay. So technically I just go right in here like that. But it looks like the tube's working just fine. I like that actually. That's really cool. So we're just gonna have a bunch of tubes floating around the city. There we go. We're in. Now let's go back to the building. It slows you down a lot though, doesn't it? When you're going up the hill like that. That's okay. It's still faster than flying. And we're back. Now the idea is to have these go to different places. And each one of them will be able to take me to like this building, that building, the headquarters, and then it also takes me back here, which I can select another place. It's almost like a teleport system. And it seems to be pretty cool. I'm gonna decorate this some more and make it look better. Probably put some lights and stuff and I don't know, maybe some windows, but we'll figure it out. But for now, it's working the way I want it to, and we'll do some more connections in the next episode. That was the end of this one, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So I'll see you in the next one. Later. Hey Valhalla Gaming TV community, join me in a quick shout out of our community members that help support the channel. Check out our very first member of Odin's Ravens, Leyu02. Thank you for your support and see you all in the next video.